Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum. I'm joined by Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy.
The Guitar Geek.
Oh yeah, let's get it right there. Thank you for holding my mic, by the way. You're very good at it.
Of course. I just wanted to hold something close to
That's
your
great.
face.
I really like, if you could just put it this side, that would be great.
So we both wanted to talk about the Fender 66. You were walking by watching me play it, and you're like, let's make a video. I have strong opinions. I'm going to get controversial, and you're never going to be invited back after you say what you need to say.
I have strong emotions, Ryan.
Emotions.
Strong emotions, but I also have strong opinions.
Aren't opinions and emotions the same thing?
They can be, but not in this case.
Let's make that what this video is about. Let's talk about the difference between emotions
hey Ryan,
and
what's your favorite
opinions.
emotion?
I don't like mayonnaise.
Mine's hunger.
That's a good emotion.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, we're going to go get lunch after this. You don't need to know that.
No?
All right, tell me what you think about this guitar, because I love it. I really, really, really like this guitar. I'm a little bit frustrated because I don't need more guitars, I need less guitars, but I know that if I don't get this guitar, then I won't be able to get it in the future, because they'll run out of them and they won't make more, because it's such a freaky, like, out there design.
Well, I'm in the same boat as you. I need less guitars, but I also need this guitar.
I know. I need this guitar.
Without even playing it, it's just like, I love the Parallel Universe series, and I love all the times that Fender put crazy things together. I'm a big Fender guy.
Yeah.
I'm also just a big guy.
Yeah, me too.
You are. And I love it.
It just checks so many boxes.
It does.
And it's beautiful. Like the wood is, like I was saying in my video, like it's a sunburst, but it's not a normal sunburst. Like there's something different and special about the wood. Like it's got this redwood sort of like thing going on.
It's ash, isn't it?
I don't know.
Oh, let me do some German.
Read the German for me.
It's a Fender 66. It's a jazz bass e-guitar.
An electric guitar.
Alternate reality series.
Ultimate Reality Series.
Corpus.
I'm translating for you guys. Corpus.
Body.
Oh, the body is corpus.
No, the body is Esche, which is ash.
Okay, it's an ash body.
The Hals, which is the neck, is Ahorn, which is maple. You're good at this. And
I translated Alhorn to maple. No big deal. It's not
Griff-
because I looked at the guitar and realized it was maple.
the Griffbrett
The Griffbrett
is also Ahorn,
is also maple. What is the Griffbrett?
the fretboard.
Oh, okay. Obviously.
And the frets are metal, and the pickups are partly metal. And that's like a plastic, and it's got 16 ounces of mojo inside.
They loaded it up. That's a full pint.
Full, it's exactly that.
A proper pint.
Okay, I have not played it yet. I did it a little bit in sort of like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But for me, the most important part of a guitar is how it looks.
Absolutely. How it looks on Instagram.
Yeah, food as well. That we mustn't forget that, by the way.
No.
Don't eat until you've grammed it. It's the neck for me. It's the most important part.
Yeah.
How's it for you? What's the most important part for you?
No, I think the neck is way up there. Like, that's your playing surface. That's your connection to the guitar. And that's the thing that makes the biggest difference, honestly, from guitar to guitar for me, is like neck style and, you know, that tactile response with your fretting hand.
Yeah, getting rather serious here.
I know. Oh, I'm serious about this stuff, Andy. I assumed you took this stuff seriously too. That's why we're here.
I do, but I didn't.
If you're not taking this serious, then you can leave. He's not going to come back. Andy, come back. It's okay. You can make jokes.
I really don't want to. I am so disappointed that I'm coming back.
There's a camera running. You have to come
I
back.
hate myself. Right, 66. What I love about it is that the neck fits my huge shovel hands, and
That can be very difficult, finding a neck that's compatible with big hands.
I'm a chubby lover, and I recently got a Tele custom shop, which is 1056 chunky, and it's just beautiful. But I also love the wizard neck from Ibanez.
Yeah.
On on the other side of the spectrum of neck.
Where you can like feel the frets with your thumb on the back,
Yeah.
on the back of the neck.
Oh, 12, 11. Should make me a better player, but it doesn't. This, what would you say? That's like a really thin. It's not.
I wouldn't call it like incredibly thin or anything, but it's a fast neck. It's like a secret.
Yeah.
It's a secret shredder neck.
But it's also narrow.
Yeah. Well, they're leaning into that jazz bass thing.
So it's not just they've taken a jazz bass body and put like a jazz master head, neck on it. It is.
It's like a jazz bass style guitar neck, because it does that like narrow thing up here, where it's like kind of like it's rounder than it is flat. The way like a jazz bass is,
But slim modern C.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it. Slim modern C. For the ocean, the
On
sea.
2 cameras now, which means I'm twice as funny.
We're not going to have that footage. Don't mention the other camera.
Also, what I love, we've got the tele neck pickups and a humbucker.
What I said in my video when I was reviewing it is if I got this, I would probably mod it by dropping a Strat pickup in the neck. Probably means I need to route out the pickguard.
Of course.
Which means
Or build a new one.
I'll never get around to it. The other thing which I would get around to is putting a coil cut in that humbucker, just like there on one of the pods. It needs it. The single coils in here have such a great like personality and character to them. The humbucker sounds like a humbucker. It's higher output. It's kind of darker. I feel like I would need a single coil bridge sound in this guitar for the stuff that I do. Like I need it.
So we've got 5-way. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a Strat style trim.
Yep.
Nice block in there as well.
I know that. I noticed that too. I was like, check out that block. There's a good block in there. The Mexican Fenders I own have like the cheapest, crappiest old blocks in them.
Well, this is a hunk of change, isn't it?
It is. Well, I mean, it reflects it in the price. It's like 900 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Strats and the Mexican guitars I've owned in the past were all like $400, when they were new in the 90s or whatever.
But I missed the parallel. There's a Parallel Universe Tele Jazzmaster.
Yeah.
Which I played in that room over there, and I fell in love with it instantly. It just, again, ticked a lot of boxes, but it was 1,600, I think, which is twice 800.
It's great that they moved the line into Mexican production, so it is affordable, and it does play great. It doesn't play like my 90s Mexican Strat. It plays way better. Like it feels incredible.
It's a real Fender.
Yeah. Oh, it's a proper Fender.
So the dilemma I'm having is the same as you. I want it. I probably won't be able to get it later.
Here's the thing.
But I don't need it.
It's 900. Let's each put in 450, and then we'll fight for it out in the parking lot.
There's a boxing ring in the marketing building.
There's a boxing ring in the marketing building. Well, I'm thinking more like blood sport. Dip our hands in sticky stuff and dip it in broken glass.
I mean, I work in video, so I don't want my face to get hit. What if we both bought like a male chicken and set them against each other, which is perfectly legal apparently?
Here? It's legal here?
Yeah?
At Thomann or in Germany?
No.
I'm trying to get him fired.
Fear for my job right now. Yeah, at Thomann. Yeah.
Yeah, chicken fighting is legal at Thomann. I don't want to talk about chicken fighting. That's sad.
No, it's not. Let's not take a chicken though. What animal don't people care about?
Horses. Here's what we'll do. We'll have to do this in America. We'll duct tape guns to horses' faces. It'll be like a gun on the side of a horse's face, and let the two horses try to figure out how to shoot each other. Like they have to pull the trigger with their ear or something like that.
Can we wait for them to evolve until like a few generations when the guns are part of their actual bodies?
Who gets the guitar while we wait for horses to evolve?
Trey from Gear Gods.
I don't like this deal. We just put in $450
We're playing
each.
ourselves. We're playing ourselves.
You always think of a Fender. I was not at all.
I know what we do.
Why? Because I flipped.
We just steal this guitar.
A heist.
No, dude.
Well, come back here. You must have a key or something.
That's my key right there.
That's how he gets in the door. We'll figure something
You
out.
just walk really fast with a camera. People move out the way.
If you're carrying camera gear, you can legitimately walk in anywhere, in any part of the building, and people will just be like, oh, he's supposed to be here. I do video work outside the gear industry, and it's like, I'll full on walk into like a high-tech biomed company with camera gear, and the receptionist just like, yeah, go ahead. I could go in there because I could steal stuff. No big deal.
What would you steal from a
I could do a
biotech
heist.
company? Could you become
I'd steal this.
from a
I
biotech
would be breaking in there because I'd find out that someone has it in their office.
Okay. That's a sensible move.
Do you want to play it? Do you want to plug it in and play it a little bit?
I do. I'd love to play it through your rig.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very interesting rig.
It's a very unique rig.
What is it built of?
I came up with this all by myself. No one else is doing anything like this.
You can see it's got Ryan written all over it.
Yeah, I've got an HX Stomp down here from line 6.
Is that the core of the board?
That's the core of the board, and then it's running into my Zoom H6. There's a lot of H's involved.
Yes.
And
6 of them, plus another one.
So the big thing here is not just I'm running an HX Stomp into a field recorder. Big deal. Anyone can do that. The way I'm setting up the line 6 is that it's taking my signal and it's splitting it stereo, and I'm having separate amps and separate cabs and separate mics on each stereo side and running it into the field recorder stereo, so I get safety and I get options in post when I mix it, so I make sure I can get some good sounds. Because recording here, everything's pretty critical. Like, I can't redo it. I'm not editing anything. I'm not checking files until I get home to the States. Like, so I have to make sure that it's safe,
Well, the thing is, once you steal this guitar, they won't let you back.
I won't need to come back once I have that guitar.
So, okay, before I play it, would you risk prison for this guitar?
No, I mean, it's $900. It's not $9 million. If someone's like, oh, steal a $9 million guitar, and if you get caught, then it's 15 years in prison, I'd be like, it's worth the risk.
Okay, what would your acceptable punishment be for, how much would you get punished for stealing this guitar?
Never being invited back, I feel like, would be appropriate punishment. Because I'd get away with it. I'd get back to the States, and they'd be like, you can never come back to Germany. I'd be like, oh, well. I would be upset with myself, but I feel like that would be the fair consequences. I would be upset that I did that to myself. I'm not saying that I would do that and be fine with getting away with it, or be fine with the consequences. I'd be sad that I ruined my chances of coming back.
I'd be sad.
But if I never get invited back again, I'm going to be bummed out that I didn't steal this guitar. I could have stolen the guitar. I never got invited back. So Toman, invite me back.
Or I'll steal this guitar.
Or else.
I'm going to play it.
Yeah, it's time for you to play it. We're just talking nonsense here.
Well, apparently people enjoy when we get together and talk nonsense. Not us, we don't enjoy it, but...
No, yeah, I hate it. I hate it. This is a nightmare for me right now.
I'm having a little guitar tip. Plug your guitar in before putting one's headphones on.
Good tip.
Thanks. Okay, it's quite buzzy.
I don't know why that is.
That's my playing. I haven't even touched. Oh, it's...
What do you want? You want crunch?
Let's start off with some crunch.
Is it kind of like a light crunch channel?
So I'm having a moment. I'm playing through Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum's rig.
My totally unique rig that no one has anything
Totally
like
unique.
it. Yeah.
Signature rig.
It's a good idea, right? This rig.
It's a fantastic idea.
Straight out of my mind, I came up with that.
From your mind into the real world.
That's right. I combined a pedal with a recorder. It's brilliant.
Okay, I just wanted to do that, see how it felt.
You did.
That was my sort of 90s TV show. We're going for a break. Oh, we're back from the break.
Yeah.
And they're all sitting around having a coffee.
Well, when they come back, it's the bass line. That's like the outro music.
Yeah. Sorry, I fluffed it. First impressions. My massive hands fit this tiny little neck, which for me is tiny little, but it's not in the grand scheme of things tiny little.
I've got relatively big hands.
Oh, yeah.
And one of my favorite guitars is a Duosonic, which
We've
is
got the same size hands.
which is a pencil neck.
I mean, I've always wanted to have something the same as you.
Your fingers are beefier though. Like I've got like skinny fingers. You've got big muscle fingers. Like he's got veins across the muscles in his fingers. You're not even supposed to have muscles in your fingers, and he does. He's got a six-pack like right there on each finger.
What I did was I brought cabs and amps with me because I couldn't think of a sort of small mobile rig to bring with me.
You brought a stereo amp rig with you?
Yes. Still spanky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Spanky as heck.
I mean, it's pure Fender.
Yeah.
There's no sound that comes out of that is not Fender. You know?
I'd love to have a little go on the waggle stick.
I know. You know I like the wiggle stick.
I love it.
You called it the waggle stick,
I
which is
accidentally called it the
which
waggle
is
stick.
adorable. And I wanted to repeat it, but then I was like, no, that's his thing. I'm not going to steal something he came up with. That would be
Just going to play over you talking.
would be rude. No, that's fine.
It is so Fender.
Yeah.
It's almost as if, why didn't they do this before?
It's like it's more Fender than other Fender guitars.
It's really.
It's like, yeah,
I'm gonna
it's,
put both of them.
this guitar should have existed 40 years ago. I hope they make a lot more of them. I really do.
Let's try a bit of it at phase.
So I was wondering if I was like tripping, do you feel like the different pickup settings are like more different from each other than in a normal like a Strat or something like that? Like I feel like the jump from the middle pickup to the neck pickup is like a wider range of character than you would get in even like a Nashville Telly or something like that, or in a Strat, like going from the middle to the neck. Like there's something going on there where like there's just a bunch of different flavors locked up in there that are drastically different from each other. I might just be tripping. I might have just been in love with the guitar and like.
What was the question?
Chocolate or vanilla?
Yes. I know
What I was trying to get to
you
is
can't
like
put words in my mouth.
there's like a really wide variety of sounds there.
It has a huge tonal palette.
Yeah. It's not just like, oh, the neck is darker and the middle
No.
is middler. It's like a total different voice.
It feels the same guitar, of course, but it responds differently. You're getting really different sounds. They're not just slightly on the spectrum. They're
Yeah.
way over there.
And weirdly, I feel like the middle pickup setting is the Telly setting.
Yeah, that's
It's
exactly.
like
I was on there and I thought, okay, there's my. I was like, oh, that's really spanky.
Yeah. And then it's twangy.
Yeah.
The middle position is twangy. It's a usable middle position, guys.
Finally.
It's a miracle. But with that twang locked up in there and just like the way it feels and the way it plays, like you know it needs a single coil option in the bridge.
Of course.
It just needs it. That's the one thing they got wrong. They didn't put a coil cut.
But then, I mean, I'm a big fan of limitations.
Sure.
So, what,
It's not like it's a hard thing to do. As long as that pickup is 4-wire, you can do it yourself in an hour with a soldering iron. So it's probably better that they went classic. Yeah. Keep it more limited.
Fender don't really like you get that
They-
on,
yeah,
on
they
the
don't really.
Gibson Les Paul. They give you the coil splitting.
They
and-
did it on the new Duosonics though, with the humbucker in the bridge. Those have coil cut. Fender
I said corrected.
put a coil cut in the 66. I mean, I already want to buy one when it would be just completely irresponsible for me to do that right now. Put it over the edge. Put a coil cut in there.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm legitimately blown away by it.
I wanted to do a video on this on my channel, the Guitar Geek.
I've already done 2 of them now. You can't do stuff I've done.
I would never dream of copying you in any way, shape, or form.
It'd be improper.
We have very different styles, and
You're-
they don't mix well together.
You're English. You're supposed to be polite and you're supposed to be kind and considerate of people. So you wouldn't do that. I'm the American. I'm the one who like
Brash and
comes in and like stomps all over everything and takes over. So it's not in
keep
your
it that way.
personality, Andy.
keep it that way.
Yeah. It's the way nature intended.
I wanted to do a video on this. I won't, but I wanted to do it because I thought, that's clicky. Clicky, clicky,
You
clicky.
should. No, you should. But just make sure you pay me royalties.
Of course.
Yeah.
Is it your concept now?
It's my concept now.
Guitars in videos.
To do this guitar in a video is my intellectual property.
Okay. Then,
And that goes for everyone else out there too.
can you do that again? That was amazing. So in short,
That's my waggle move. My waggle stick move.
don't you dare move. Don't you dare.
I'm doing it. I'm appropriating. I'm stealing your word.
It's a nice thick body as well.
It is too.
I mean,
But it's got the glossy finish, but it doesn't feel like it's got that like candy thick finish that you get on Mexican Strats. Like it feels like it's decently
well, you
thin.
can see the wood, and you can see it's a really well thought out guitar.
And beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm just blown away, honestly.
I just don't want to want it. I mean, Fender are here at TGU. What's it going to take?
But it's custom shop guys, right?
Yeah.
It's not. They're not connected to this part of that division of Fender. There's only one here, though. I'm sure there's more in the warehouse, huh? We can find out.
Hang on. Yep.
Yeah.
12C. No, it's empty.
It's empty.
There's only one here.
Yep. Oh well.
So, I enjoy
Andy
the concept of fighting
apparently
each
has
other.
a psychic connection to Toman's warehouse.
We all have it.
Everyone at Toman has it. That's how you get the job. And you know you're going to get the job because you've had it your whole life.
Yeah.
But you didn't understand what it was. And the day you came here, you're like, I know what that feeling is now. I have a psychic connection to their specific warehouse.
I mean, I took medication. I
To suppress it?
Yeah, I visited people. There was one woman, she tried to do this water treatment.
Patrick Stewart showed up at your house, and he's like, I know I only play Professor X, but I need you to join my school. I'm starting a school.
How did you know that? Are you blessed or cursed as well?
I saw it in an interview.
Okay.
He was talking about it. Yeah.
Yep.
I visited this
Patrick
Andy
and
guy.
I, you know.
Yeah, Patrick Stewart.
Paddy, as I call him. You know.
Paddy?
Paddy and Andy. And we hang out a lot. Sometimes he lets me dress up as Gandalf, and he's Picard, and it's like an ultimate geek out. And then he's like, make it so. And I'm like, you shall not pass. And I'm like, I think you mixed your genres in your films. And I don't care, Paddy.
Anytime a wizard is involved in anything, I feel like it's inappropriate. That's a joke about Rob Chapman that no one is going to get.
Rob Chapman.
People who are watching this are like, this is the biggest waste of time. These guys
Absolute.
are just like,
We're just having fun.
just like
wasting people's time.
exposing their hard-ons for this guitar, barely playing it, and then telling inside jokes about Rob Chapman. And coming up with nonsense. But if you like our channels, you're having a great time.
Yeah.
Because you like us, right?
If you don't, imagine the terrible time they're having if they like hate both of our channels.
One of my viewers watched my spring reverb shootout, which is long.
Only one.
It's a long video. Shut up. It's a long video, and he commented like, "I hate spring reverb," and I still watched the whole thing. I was like, "You don't have to do that for me. Like, don't do that to yourself. Like, if you hate spring reverb, why are you subjecting yourself to this? Don't hurt yourselves, guys.
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
It is not worth it. In the long term, you'll end up worse off.
If anything, if this video accomplishes anything, I just hope it proves that none of this matters, none of this is important.
No,
You don't need to watch our videos.
you don't.
But we need you to watch our videos because we have bills to pay, and this is how we do our jobs. And don't
66 is not going to buy itself.
Don't
is it?
stop watching. Watch all our videos. It's not the money either. Like, if I had 3 guitars at home right now, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to spend $900 on this. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to sell a bunch of pedals to make this happen. I'm going to go set up a lemonade stand. But the fact is that I have more guitars than I can count in my head right now, and I need to get rid of a bunch of them for me to justify this. Like, I feel like I need to justify. I need to sell 3 to buy 1. Is where I am.
3 out, 1 in.
Exactly.
The old adage.
Yeah, the old cliche, 3 out, 1 in. It doesn't sound dirty at all. Is that an English thing?
It is. We learn it from birth. It's inscribed on our...
The old 3 out, 1 in.
The old 3 out, 1 in. We just call it an outie now. And everyone knows what you're talking about. Which is weird with Americans.
A triple Audi.
Triple Audi. How did
And
you know?
people think you're talking about a car.
Yes.
We should end this video as soon as we can.
We should.
I'm searching for the end and we're not getting to it. Bye, everybody.
See you.